me stretch. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm not. I'm not. Tell them I understand. Let me use the restroom real quick.
Dude, you know what makes me so sad?
What?
Besides AAA, this is the only show that has an actual intro.
That is true.
For like main event has an actual intro. I think AEW used to have an intro, but they don't use it anymore.
They don't do wrestling intros anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah, the only ones that do intros now is main event, AAA, and TNA. Yeah. They're like, what the hell, man?
Player who picks this card can ask one of their opponents any question, which their opponent must answer. Right? You got to answer. So, she's not going to answer. He was being terrible. See what he said? Still want to win her. We're children. Player who picks this card can ask one of their opponents any question.
Shout out. Shout out.
Oh, starting off with a brick.
We have to watch the whole episode.
You gotta watch the whole episode. You gotta commit to the bit.
Yeah, Candice.
Oh, prick! Okay, so this is a weird.
She's even high-fiving fans. She's got the baby face for sure.
So this is a weird.
Okay, hold on.
On YouTube with the Boys and Dixie was set for action, and Vic has been an emotional few months for Candice LeRae.
This is gonna be a kind of. This is gonna.
Story history with the Boys and the Boys and Dixie is here to hopefully pick up.
This is gonna be a weird episode of main event because.
Hold on.
Jeez, hold on.
By the way, she did motivate her to be part of Stand and Deliver.
She did one thing right, at least.
God, you kept talking over. I'm trying to hear if they talk about Johnny.
Well, they're talking about. They did talk about John.
I know, but I could barely hear him. What?
Goddamn it. This is gonna be a weird episode because all of these matches are like pre-taped in different like places. This
Yeah,
was pre-taped.
That's how main event works.
True.
That's how main event works. Also, did you hear the pop Candice got?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hear the reaction she got, man. Hell yeah. This match probably isn't going to be long for the main event. Probably feel like 6 minutes. But that pop that Candice got, hell yeah. Also, she is totally a babyface.
Yes. I completely agree.
She was literally doing her entrance like she would as a babyface. Yeah, totally.
The Grand Marathon match. It is the first ever premium live event we've
Come on,
brought.
Candice. She ain't winning, so let's go.
So it's going to be a historic weekend.
Hey, the colors.
I do need to say this about I do
We're starting off with the match featuring
Jacy Jayne deserves
Candice LeRae is definitely a babyface. She was totally high-fiving all the fans. She was doing her entrance like she would as a babyface in NXT.
World title reign for NXT and TNA was a knockout champion.
They talked about Johnny a little bit.
Help me later. Global Booker T. Two-time NXT Women's Champion. Of course, two-time
Better be a
NXT
good sign,
Women's
Kevin.
Champion as well.
Please,
I don't want to get in the face
Yeah.
of Candice LeRae.
I
Of course,
am
Candice LeRae,
begging.
when you talk about long story history in NXT, Candice an OG, if you will.
You know what I mean?
You can say that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Candice and Johnny better be babyfaces.
Many
Both.
memorable moments
Okay?
in NXT.
I agree.
You're looking at someone who's also
Have them cost Sami
women's
Zayn.
speed champion.
And
Yeah,
I
also a women's speed champion. We'll say this.
And then after the match, have Randy Orton.
Underutilized superstar in all of the
Right?
WWE.
Yes.
SummerSlam, it's Sami Zayn versus Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Right
It's Sami Zayn versus Johnny Gargano, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. That's what we need, John.
I agree.
Influence impacted Friday Night SmackDown. They have turned it upside down since their arrival to the Blue Brand.
And Candice getting big reactions, though, from Kentucky.
Outside, they have talked the big game in NXT, but they walk the walk, and they're doing the same thing on Friday nights. Candice picking up some offensive pace right now, and there's no timeout. But this is what I want to say about Candice LeRae. She's in there right now testing herself.
Let's go, Candice.
And could certainly use a victory to get back to that championship conversation. For Jacy Jayne, she's in there right now.
Hey, yo. Johnny Super
Game Pick.
Johnny Super Kick.
The official was distracted for a moment, and then
Oh!
as fatal influence surrounds Candice LeRae. And you see the celebration right there. As always in unison, that trio. And of course, we talk about fatal influence on Friday Night SmackDown. Nick, ultimately, how dominant could they potentially be on Friday nights? They could be just dominant as they
Well, that's if they can
were when
pick up wins because.
Yeah, Jason needs to beat Paige on SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, you had Fallon and Laney who lost to Brie and Paige a couple of weeks ago, so there's that too.
Yeah.
look, at the end of the day, like,
has become
I think
everything she said she
Santi
was.
is right in the sense that, like, since Fatal Influence is getting on TV every single week, like, there's confidence. Same goes with Ricky. Same goes with Trick and Javon and
Candice and
Oba.
Johnny are on every week, even though I don't like how they're using
On
them.
SmackDown, and what a cheap shot, and again, the official is trying.
Come on, bro. They need to bring them.
Don't start with the sweet stuff.
Do you know what would be crazy, kind of? So if Candice LeRae does win this match,
I'll be honest with you, That's just not
She's
happening.
asked me a few times.
she's
It's
the
gonna
win.
be Jason.
As you see Jacy Jayne in control right now, Vic, we talked about her on Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh,
Already
Candice.
encountered the WWE Women's Champion Rhea
Why
Ripley,
can't
the 14-time champion Charlotte Flair, going head-to-head
I
with
like
the
it.
best.
I like it a
You
lot.
gotta imagine we start
But
rounding
like,
like
the Jaguar, looking
trio,
great,
trio,
whatever.
and Rick possibly could they have a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship opportunity. We've certainly seen it against the Tag Team Champions in the past.
Here's the thing. I mean, the confidence is through the roof, though, because, like, you had JC up in there with Rhea and Charlotte and Alexa and Brie and Paige. Going to be in a one-on-one match against Paige. And then I think at a live event recently, she was in a one-on-one match with Alexa Bliss. So,
JCN.
Royal Rumble victories. I sidestepped there by the ledge, but you can't count out the genius of the Scott. You have to wonder what happens at the
You know,
By the way-
last year they had an NXT live event where Johnny Gargano faced
opportunity at SummerSlam.
There's that.
And it came out to the floor.
I like to it just baffles me that, okay, two things I want to point out. It baffles me that Johnny Gargano has only had three matches since he lost the mask match against Axiom. He's only had 3 matches. Johnny Gargano's only had 3 matches in the last 4 months, and that baffles me.
Yeah. The first one after that was squash. Then he had a banger with Miles Warren. Then he had a really good performance at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal against Michael 6 before getting eliminated by a beastly Otis.
Oh, actually, it's 4 because he was part of that gauntlet match as well, that to determine who would face.
That he didn't do much in, but
Oh my God! 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 Oh Jesus Christ! Why am I getting so nervous about a match on a main event? Watch JC. Oh, it wasn't the cleanest, but it worked.
yeah, she did not. What did I say? They Candice had a good performance. And she, that told me a lot, though.
That is for Jacy Jayne. Was put back on her heels after the game was
By the way, another thing I want to point out during Fatal Influence's entrance, they completely cut off Laney Reed.
Well, they didn't even show Fallon.
They did show Fallon Henley.
They didn't do the Fallon. They did not do the Fallon. They just did the JC Jayne.
Laney, bruh.
Alright, next is Sol Nattie.
This was in London. This happened in London.
Yeah, I know. Sam was probably Los Americanos and another.
We'll find out when we
Well, I don't know.
on main event.
We'll see.
Yes, NYC.
Hey, that's one face baby.
Which is a good sign.
Second of all, did you hear that crowd reaction, Bert? Hey,
Yes.
did you hear that crowd reaction for Candice?
Yeah, the reaction for Candice was
Yeah, all throughout the match and her entrance, she was getting loud reactions, which makes me happy. Second of all, besides the babyface part, they're using her.
it's a good sign.
Now we just need her to get used on SmackDown more, and we need him to wake up. We all know who Kim is, not Carmella, Johnny Gargano. We need him to wake up. Here's what we need. We need Sami Zayn on SmackDown in the UK to be a bit more at Johnny, right?
Talk about a rare treat here on main event.
Right?
Yes.
Then we need Johnny Gargano to cost Sami Zayn the triple threat. All right?
All right.
Then we need him to be a babyface, Sami be the heel, right? And then at SummerSlam, Johnny Gargano versus Sami Zayn. Johnny Gargano wins. That's what we need. Oh, and Sami Zayn believes he's the last real good guy, right?
Yes.
It could be a storyline of Johnny Gargano showing him what a true babyface looks like. Am I fantasy booking here and being way out of left field? Yes, I. No, I do not. It needs to happen. Kevin, it needs to happen.
Here's what. It's very interesting. They had the women's Intercontinental Champion on main event. Usually they wouldn't put like their mid card champions or like anything on main event.
How's that weird?
Also, is this Sol Ruca's first appearance on main event?
Probably not. Hey, why is that weird? They just gave her something to do for the night. It's essentially a dark match that's televised for a YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Dude, we need to get a VPN and we need to get Friday Night SmackDown on like Netflix or something, so that way we could watch SmackDown like live.
Why? You can't avoid spoilers that bad?
I just feel like it would be way easier to do that.
How?
Also,
then how are we going to get the line?
I don't know. If you get it before, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Taking advantage before the bells, the low-key legend dropping some bombs right there. This is a new side of Nattie. Done is the pink, done is the smile. She is in
Yeah,
there.
Nattie loses that. She's not going to beat the women's Intercontinental Champion.
Here's the thing that I don't really like that much about main event is the fact that like even though they give these people reps, it's the fact that they can't go all out.
They're totally beat.
Yes, but like I feel like these people are not going all out because it's main event. It's like one of those like.
What are you talking about? Did you not remember when we went to Monday Night Raw and Dragon Lee and Javon Evans had that whole banger?
That was insane to watch.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily know about that. I think Sol Ruca.
So what are you talking about?
Sol, they go that Sol snatcher early, well scouted by the low-key legend. I think Sol has learned some tough.
I'm just saying that like when you have so much talent on, like for example, Jacy Jayne, Candice LeRae, if you let them cook for like 10, 15 minutes, that could be a banger.
The thing is that for main event, it's at the start of the show.
True.
The whole point of main event is to get you warmed up for the show.
Sol really unstable? I don't necessarily know that, but
You know what I'm saying?
the rules.
True.
She knows how to
So,
bend them,
yeah.
she knows how to break them.
If you have a 15-minute like classic on main event before the actual show starts,
How different is this?
and then the other matches on like Raw or SmackDown that night don't live up to that main event match, it makes the show look bad.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God, the legs! Someone check on Sol Ruca, please.
This is someone who
Also,
Yes.
most of the matches they only give them like 6 minutes. That's
That's
not enough time to really put on like some banger.
True.
She has trained them all and she has beaten them all. And I'm a little upset with
Maybe-
that.
maybe here's what I wish we could start doing, like watching every episode of like main event from now on. We could do that. And then also another thing, I really want to watch Friday Night SmackDown through a VPN on Netflix because like
It's not any different. The only difference is that during commercial breaks, there's no commercial.
which gives us a chance to like talk. Whereas if
We mute it during commercials.
Some nonsense right now. So
You're the one that doesn't want to talk during the commercial.
Also knows she wants another WrestleMania moment. She wants to put gold around her waist.
The only
One
difference
title she's
is
never held.
that we
It's
get
the
to
women's
watch it
Intercontinental
like
title. She knows
the
a victory
slightest
tonight
bit
takes her one
earlier
step closer to put
and that
title around her waist
during
and
commercial
her
breaks,
trophy
instead of
case.
getting
Okay,
actual
Sol
commercials,
Ruca
it's
on
just
waves right
a
here.
screen
Nattie
saying,
Sol
"We'll
Ruca
be right
in
back," and
position
then
right
just
now. And
random
that women's
stock
Intercontinental title means so much to Nattie. Thomas
over and over
a
again
career Grand Slam.
throughout the entire show.
Nice counter right there. Oh, Sol coming right back the other way. Women's Intercontinental Champion looking to take advantage.
And literally, the only difference is that we get to
Sol.
watch SmackDown 3 hours early.
Nattie might have knocked Sol right out there.
That's it.
People attempt.
Which is a good deal.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Was taking a page out of the
Because
cut.
why?
I feel bad.
It's not that big of a difference.
As Nattie right there really
Having
picking up the
SmackDown
offense.
at 8 o'clock gives us something to do as like together at night.
This goes back to what you
You
said,
know?
though. This is a little bit more trash talking than we're used to out of Nattie. She's taking her eye off the ball a little bit. You know, almost looking like an irresistible
Like
force
when
in
you
there.
go to the mall with your friend, you're not going to be able to do that after SmackDown.
Certainly a whole new side
we
of
get a
the
PPN.
legend. And maybe taking
Or
too
before
much time in solo. Looking for some counter offense. Well, this could be Sol's opportunity to get back in the matchup.
What about NXT?
What about it?
Watching NXT through a VPN, so watching it live.
Why would I care about
Because, like, I'm not going to be going anywhere on a Tuesday.
Yeah, but you know who's here at that time? Mom.
Mom would probably want to watch NXT.
Mom wants to do her own thing.
Said the same thing about Jacy Jayne.
Bro, it's not all about you.
Victory earlier tonight, a statement when
Mom, especially right now,
this woman is
has to watch American Ninja Warrior
So,
on Tuesday.
looking for it out of nowhere. Nattie was ready for it.
That's the only time she gets to watch American Ninja Warrior.
Right now could be looking for that sharpshooter to add to that new Guinness World Record. And Sol may be taking a page out of Nattie's playbook.
New Guinness World Record?
Yeah, she got a new Guinness World Record of having the most submission victories in WWE history.
If she can flatten out Sol, the women's Intercontinental
Just like how Paige just got a Guinness World Record for being the youngest Divas champion.
Back and forth right now. Nattie going for that discus. Backslide.
Then they should give Thea Hale the Guinness World Record for being the youngest women's North American champion in history. 22 years old. Same with Randy Orton, the youngest world champion in history.
And Sol's down. Page out of Uncle Brett's playbook.
Please.
Oh no, Paige got
corner here. And this very well could be the biggest win
Paige
of
got the
Nattie's
award
year
of
right now. Looking at her
the Guinness World Record of being the youngest women's world champion ever.
where's Sol? And Sol
For
in a
WWE.
position, and it can come out of nowhere. Sol Snatcher.
Smart move from Sol Ruca.
Cover, and the women's Intercontinental Champion defends.
Yeah. And again, during commercial break, instead of actually having something to watch during commercial break, it's just going to be random stock music. We'll be right back.
The third time was the charm.
And then 3 minutes of like elevator.
Snatching the soul of Nattie, but here's what was most impressive to me. Realize she was so close to rope, so pulled Nattie away to secure the victory and to continue.
Oh boy.
We're going to see a sign of sportsmanship from Nattie. Sol having second thoughts here. Maybe a bit of mutual respect right now. Certainly some great ring awareness by the veteran there, Nattie.
Interesting.
It was very interesting. The way she did that.
Comes away with the victory. And riding up.
I wonder if the LWO is going to work his heels.
You're not going to want to miss.
I wonder if the LWO is going to work his heels.
Yeah. It makes really no difference. The only difference is that we watch it 3 hours early.
I don't know. I just would love to watch it live. I think the thing is that you're just worried about getting spoiled. Exactly, man.
Yeah. So have some self-control. That's like the easiest thing possible, bro. But look at me. I don't even go on to the mall on Friday, and yet I rarely ever get spoiled.
Big tag team main event.
This is in London.
Yes, Candice LeRae.
They're high-vibing fans.
The time to fly with two of Lucha Libre's finest, always ready to give us some highlights right here on main event. There it is. I wonder how much airstream.
Man,
I think it's got to be at least one thing.
also, why don't we get a whole VPN just for that?
It's certainly a smooth criminal. And alongside the treasure of Cordoba, we're going to make a big impact right here. We, of course, see the AAA action. But right now, a lot of new champions around the tag team scene in the WWE.
Why?
This is a new opportunity for these guys.
Why?
YouTube.
What about it?
Oh, that's the pop. Never mind. Hold on, give me a sec.
Earlier this week, and all 24 hours ago, succession 3, huge night, NXT this past Tuesday, final stops for Great American Bash. And we still got SmackDown in 24 hours.
Actually, no one says that. Yeah. They don't do NXT live. Yeah, not on YouTube. On Twitch.
You're still celebrating.
Hotman does it like every
You
now.
gotta smile when you see these guys, Blake. I don't think you dance this much. I'm like, Shakira, these hips don't lie. I'm gonna tell you what about that. As Los Americanos, look at Bravo. They're all over the world.
Is it really that?
Greatest luchadors never knew it. How
How many people even watch the thing? They don't.
The very minimum, like sometimes it gets up to like 3 or 4 people, but like if no channels grab this, they got up to 23, bro.
Why do we have to play a whole weekend for that?
It is an action-packed week indeed. I think these two
I just think-
It's still a subscription. So we're paying like $10 just for that.
Bravo, Grande Americano, the
Why?
Gator, Blake Howard.
I just
You can do whatever nickname you want. I'm in a good mood because this has been a great night. It's going to be
just forget about it. Let's just focus on this match.
We want a whole weekend and you're all like subscription service and paying extra money just for that.
I'm not even start stepping on that. That's up to you.
It's a waste of money.
Talk about. But Succession 3 was huge. 2Bs every single Wednesday. Indeed, great.
Literally the only difference is we would watch 2 other shows 3 hours earlier than usual, and then instead of having commercials, there would just be a lot of like
for both these teams. I mean, that's the
blank
thing that I really
noise.
love about Thursdays here on
3
YouTube
whole
around the world with main event is that so much meaning behind every single match, but opportunities.
And it's not about talking during commercial breaks because we already viewed it during commercial breaks.
Really,
But you always go to that during the
Nick
commercial.
Aldis on SmackDown to Monday Night Raw's Adam Pearce.
So that doesn't really
NXT
improve your
General
argument.
Manager Robert Stone. Nice tag meet right there, the smooth criminal. When we talk about Joaquin Wild. Oh,
Yeah.
talk about some
We
smooth
might
moves.
have a dance off here.
Yeah,
I don't
get
think
that
you can
guy
keep
out.
up there.
There we go. There we go. That's what we
How
want.
about
Is that Tyler Bate?
That's Tyler Bate. That's
We saw
Bravo.
Los Americanos doing some dance moves in NXT in recent months.
So that'll stop anyone from dancing.
Certainly going to stop the after party right there at the LW.
Remember, they're both from England.
Smooth moves. Right underneath the chin.
He's both from England.
I think the thing to remember
But they're not
too,
playing
when it
as
comes to all four of
themselves.
these individuals, these two teams, is it's all fun and games, it's
Whoa.
all smiles and laughs, but all four of these men can get the job.
Ooh.
There goes Tyler.
Well, that had to hurt.
Oh, man.
You ain't gonna make babies after that.
Oh,
We talked about the new
man.
World Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, but how about the AAA World
You
Tag
can
Team
literally tell
Champions?
who's which
The
because
War Raiders,
Tyler
they're
Bate
the
got
one
the
wild
hairiest
AAA.
chest
Oh,
imagine.
yeah, that team that is out with just about every tag team
Probably.
Well, Pete Dunne is like smooth as a baby.
Now adding the championship crown in AAA, and I'm sure that makes
Yeah, you can tell by the body hair. Like right there, that's Tyler Bate.
Well, as you see the fast-moving pace of the offense here, the LWO. And look at it dialing up right here. We talk about that highlight
Yeah,
reel.
I'm sorry, buddy.
In unison.
Ain't nobody care about that team.
Took pace to the outside.
The universe is fired up. What a main event we have here this week.
London coming alive right here for the LWO as Cruz del Toro looking to capitalize right now. Of course, pick in recent weeks, both members of the LWO in singles action in AAA. Just like, of course, we saw Los Americanos pick up a big win recently here on main event.
You know, it's always something that's interesting to me is when you go from tag team competition to singles competition, how that changes a mind.
Here so quickly as the attack made it from and here comes Bravo. He's all dialed in from the top. Big drop body takes out Joaquin Wild. Of course, you see a little pepper in the step right now. Los Americanos, but we talked about this past weekend in AAA. How about a shocking and vicious attack? Perros still long.
You know, that came out of absolutely nowhere. And
Talking about Perros Del Mal.
Players that were in the ring for that.
Oh, man.
Perros Del Mal is going to be a very interesting faction down
the
the
Claudia Castagnoli.
Showcasing the strength. Indeed.
Big strong boy.
Position. Are we going to go on a giant swing?
Big strong boy.
I mean, Bravo was maybe the most impressive physique of his career thus far.
Oh!
And the tag made here to Rayo. And Los Americanos looking to maybe turn the corner right here, Vic. Oh! Double team.
Impact offense into the cover.
Unified Michinoku driver, and once again a save
That was not a mission.
by the LWO as these two teams going back and forth right here.
Whoa.
Bravo and Rayo right now. Trying to stay one step ahead, but Cruz del Toro, he's going all the way up top. And
Drop kick.
Missile drop kick. Is that Bravo really? But take a look at Rayo.
That hits McGurry. Just in the action right now. Pick it up. Pace is starting to quicken. Gotta wonder who that
You gotta say it.
Yeah.
As the separation created yet again, the
That's
LWO, you're looking for more opportunities across all
Just me.
Oh my God.
Wild realized
Just
Bravo
me
made
or-
the tag.
Did the UK audience suck?
Oh!
Well, it does not help that
You see Bravo up
with
top,
SmackDown reportedly being in.
into the cover. And another away for victory.
That's just me. I feel like the UK audience sucks.
Well, it doesn't help that SmackDown tomorrow night, I heard, is going to be in front of 6,000 fans, which is
Yeah, it's happening.
it's half empty. So, and from what I've heard, during Tiffany Stratton's entrance, she barely got any pop. So,
Okay, so I want to point that out. You got that from wrestling.
yes.
Yeah, I actually looked into it of her actual entrance to the show, which is the screenshot they took or they used in the video for WrestleMania, right? I watched the exact entrance.
As you're dancing away, another
I watched-
away. Here's
so-
Bravo and Rayo to close things out this week.
Well, that's it.
WrestleMania made it seem like she got literally no reaction